What's up guys, Gamer and welcome back to yet another episode of the 20 previews in 20 days. This marks the penultimate episode as we shall be talking about the INEOS Grenadier team from the United Kingdom of England. And let's just get straight into it. 2021 was an interesting year for INEOS. Before we start, I've put two pictures, Ghana being world champion in the temporal aspect, second picture being one of the most emotional pictures there was during the Giro d'Italia, and this picture took a lot more power and meaning the last couple of days, as again Bernal, obviously for those, I'm guessing everyone that watches the video know, but suffered a very, very bad incident during training, lost quite a lot of bones, if we're being honest, and he's recovering in the ICU, he's pulled through for now. But yeah, I wish him the best, wish the best recovery possible, and I give all of his family and relatives and friends all the support needed. It was truly a nasty crash, but he's going to pull through just like he did during the 2021 Giro d'Italia, 2022 Giro d'Italia, no, 2021 Giro d'Italia, which he won without too much competition. I think this stage was the only one where he truly suffered. That was in Segadiala. And thank God he had Dani Martinez to just pull him to the summit. Unbelievable ride as well by Dani Martinez that year. But yeah, 2021 marked 35 wins for INEOS Grenadiers. I'm really struggling to speak right now. P2 in the UCI rankings. Most of your wins come through big names such as Ghana, Adam Yates, Pedro's Bernal, Richie Porte, and Richard Carapaz. So yeah, you've won the Giro. You win a couple of races here and there, like you've won Romandie, I believe you've won the Tour de Suisse, I think you might have won Catalonia, but obviously your main objective of the season is to win the Tour de France, which you haven't been able to do so because you've stumbled upon Adoni Courtade Pogacar, and also Jonas Vingegaard, which leads Richard Carapaz to a third place finish on the French Grand Tour, and then the last Grand Tour of the season, which is the Vuelta. I think you're 4th and 5th with Yates and Bernal. I think, something like that, maybe 4th and 6th, I think. At least you're 4th with Adam Yates. So you narrowly miss out on the podium, but it's not too bad. Sadly, you don't get wins on the Vuelta or the Tour de France, which is kind of disappointing when you're INEOS. But then, classics-wise, you're always very close. You nearly win the Amstel Gold Race. You'll nearly win Paris-Roubaix as well, which was probably the most surprising one, because Gianni Moscon definitely had the legs to go and win it, but sadly he did not have the bike to do so, as he crashed and then punctured and finished 4th of the Hell of the North. Disappointing for Gianni Moscon, but I know a lot of people on Twitter were happy until Tony Colbrelli won, and then they were sad. But yeah, overall, strong season for INEOS, good everywhere, sadly, rarely the best. And the transfer window most likely will not improve that situation. You're saying goodbye to Rohan Dennis, who on his day could be one of the best riders in the peloton, but his day rarely comes. You're also losing Gianni Moscon. I don't think he was used as much as he should have with INEOS. He's got a lot more potential, and I don't think INEOS ever used that. I think we saw that on Paris-Roubaix. But then you're also saying goodbye to Ivan Sosa, who performs greatly when it comes to like shit races such as Burgos and the Tour de la Provence. And then you're saying goodbye to Henao, Basso, Oendul, and Golas. So yeah, not too bad of a loss, except Rohan Dennis, I suppose. Although I'm probably like more bummed about losing Moscon. But signing-wise, it's quite interesting. Because last year, INEOS made unbelievable signings. They signed Lorenz de Plus, Dan Martinez, Adam Yates, and Richie Porte. This year, they've axed their transfer window around a different mindset, and that was the youth. Because you're signing Viviane, great, he's going back to the team, didn't have the most of successful spells with INEOS or with Cofidis, goes back to INEOS, we'll see how it goes. Omar Fraile, very interesting rider, I really like him, he's a very complete rider, kind of like a B-Tech Gianni Moscon in a way, so it's quite curious to see how he's going to perform for INEOS and how he's going to be used mainly. But then, your focus is around the youngsters. You're signing Ben Sollet, a young British climber / hill rider from Alpecin Phoenix. I believe he got a top 10 on La Flèche Wallonne last year and a top 20 on Liège-Bastogne-Liège at a very young age. He's like 21. So that's really, really, really good. He's a rider that fits perfectly into the whole system of Ineos, and I'm very eager to see him next year. You're also signing Kim Hajduk, German sprinter. Don't know too much about him, if I'm going to be very honest with you. Luc Plapp, who in 2021 was the Aussie Time Trial champion, beating Rowan Dennis. Sadly, this year he wasn't able to challenge for his title. However, 2 days after that, he challenged for the road race title, which he won with flying colors, meaning that Ineos already won their first race of the season. And then you're getting Ben Turner, a young British sprinter. I don't know too much about him either, if I'm honest. And Magnus Sheffield, an American time trialist. So overall, you're strengthening the future of your team. And Ineos knows how to build young riders. They always have. I wouldn't say they've built their reputation on doing so, because that wouldn't exactly be true. But when they sign young riders, 90% of the time they perform. So I'm very, very curious to see how they fare. Sorry, in the next few seasons. Especially knowing that my one to watch is one of those young riders, not signed this year, signed 2 years ago actually by Ineos. Carlos Rodriguez from Spain. He's 20-year-old. He finished second of the Tour de l'Avenir, fourth at the Vuelta a Andalucía. I believe he also got third on the National Time Trial Championships and fifth on the road race. So we're talking about a very complete rider. And as horrendous as could sound, I think he will benefit from Egan's injury, because the whole scheme of things and the whole Grand Tour lineups for Ineos are going to suffer, obviously, due to Egan having to just pull out. And I think Carlos Rodriguez can have his chance on the Vuelta. Obviously, you probably have like your usual either Carapaz, Yates, Tegegenhardt, one of those three, maybe even all of them. But I think Carlos Rodriguez can play his card, and the month of February could be crucial to him. The more he performs in February, the better it will be for him. He's also going to benefit from Ivan Sosa's departure, because there hasn't been really someone replacing Ivan Sosa. Ben Tolet isn't exactly that kind of rider, neither is Omar Fraile. So yeah, all of those races, Andalucía, I was going to say Burgos, but that's in August. Algarve, although that's like Portugal, Volta a la Valenciana, Volta a Murcia. I think Carlos Rodriguez can play his card, and if he does well, I would like to say that Carlos Rodriguez is a contender for a top 10 Grand Tour this year. Now, what does that mean overall for Ineos? I've given them 4-star on their 2021 season. You win a Grand Tour, you're winning 1 week races here and there. You're very good. You're just never the best, and you're not winning your main objective, which is the Tour de France, which is why I can't give them more than 4 stars. Transfer-wise, 3.5 stars. You're losing Rowan Dennis, which is a big loss in itself. And although I really like the riders you're getting, I don't think it's worthy of like a Bora or a UAE kind of a transfer rating. Interesting though to see Viviane. You're strengthening your team in an area where you did not think you needed riders prior to that. Don't know how he'll perform, but if he can get to a certain or a good-ish shape, if he can give you 5 wins or 6 wins, it's already an improvement, because, well, even 1 win would be better than the 0 they've had on mass sprints, because you've only had, Ethan Hayter as a sprinter. Not exactly World Tour. Well, I mean, Ethan Hayter is World Tour level, but not as a pure sprinter. Ambition, 4 stars. I'm basing this with Egan Bernal in the team. I think it's a very good team. You've got Bernal, you've got Carapaz, you've got Yates, you've got Tegegenhardt, you've got Kwiatkowski, you've got Dylan van Baarle, you've got Hayter, you've got Thomas Pidcock, you've got Dan Martinez. You've got so many good riders, but 10 good riders don't make 1 great. Do you have that great rider in your team? I'd love to say yes, but I don't think so. You've got 1 in time trial, which is Filippo Ganna, but that's it. And I don't think that's enough for 5-star ambition. And kit-wise, 3.5. I mean, it just reminds me of a backpack. Like, the red would be the sleeves of the backpack. And I'm trying to wonder who will be in the backpack that will be carried by Richard Carapaz on whatever Grand Tour he goes to. That's like the mindset. So that's why I can't really give it more than 3.5 stars. And it has nothing on this kit right there, which was Peng. But yeah, overall, I think that's 3.75 out of 5 or 15 out of 20 for INEOS. It's a team I like, and I really want to see them do well in 2022. So let's hope they do. But that nevertheless will wrap up today's preview. I hope you've enjoyed it. Tomorrow is the final preview, which will be Duck and Quickstep. Quickstep Alpha Vinyl, my bad. Tomorrow there'll also be a PCM video, and expect to see the new career mode starting next week. So if you want to see that, then do subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Smash the like button to well, show me if you've enjoyed the video. I would say dislike, but there's no dislike button anymore, so don't. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for Alpha Vinyl. My name is Guillaume. Have an amazing day. See ya. Pass me the funk, get your funk on.